Trading Psychology 101. Keep trading with small amounts till you find a system that prevents anxiety. Be consistent with your rules. Stay focused on one time frame. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Let's see the charts. As we always say, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. If you saw previous videos, if you follow me on Twitter, you know these trend lines. If you're not following me on Twitter, this is the chance. Check the link in the description below. Follow me and turn the notification bell on. Now, SPY looks like it's going for a trend reversal. 405 needs to hold, otherwise 400 together with this gap to the downside will get filled. QQQ 321 looks like a very tough resistance for the past 3 days. Now we had bullish day, inside day, and now what looks like a trend reversal candlestick pattern, but we need to wait. 313 needs to hold, otherwise we are going to fill this gap over there. IWM after 2 days closing above the 176, now going back down. IWM also have a slight gap over here. The high of this candle was 172.11. The low of this one, 172.36. So we have a slight gap over here, but a gap is a gap. And more than 80% of all gaps will get filled. For now, looks like IWM is going for this gap. Dow Jones closed yesterday's gap. Now 332 needs to hold. Otherwise, 328 and maybe all the way to 325 together with this blue trend line. This blue trend line, look left, was a very tough resistance, then broke up. Now price might be retracing back, retesting this blue trend line as support, and on the way it will close this gap over here. VIX basically moving sideways in the past 4 or 5 sessions, below the 1944. Let's see continuation towards this yellow trend line. Pay attention when VIX will touch this yellow trend line. It will bounce back up, because this is what it did every time it touched this trend line. Touched, bounce, touched and bounce, touched and bounce, touched and bounce. So pay attention. If you have long positions, this is the time to start managing risk, raise stop losses, and do everything to minimize the potential risk. Bitcoin still struggling with this red trend line. As you can see, since Sunday, March 19th, 3 weeks, tried and failed. Tried and failed together with the 828,800. Let's see how much longer bulls will try. If bulls will give up, 26,500 together with this trend line, and then if this red trend line failed to hold, it was a very strong resistance, so we might expect that it will become an important support. Failing to do so, 25 together with this orange trend line will be next. Ethereum showing some relative strength, breaking up and above the broadening formation. Now 1930 resistance, breaking up and above, it will go to the 2027 and 2113. Follow price, use levels and trend lines to manage risk. No other indicators are truly needed. Natural gas holding 210, as you can see. We did not change the trend lines. We did not change the Fibonacci levels. 210 is holding. Now all we need is bulls of natural gas brace themselves and break up and above, and then we have 227, 242, and maybe all the way to 264. Oil basically doing nothing since the break up and above this trend line, hovering around the 881 area. This 81 area, look left, very strong resistance. Now it's acting as support. The longer it will act as support, we can expect continuation towards the 83 and then 86 to the upside. Gold, very nice move, bullish move, trying to break up above this red trend line. Look down and left. This red trend line acted as a very strong resistance every time since August 2022. Price reached. Look how many times over here, how many times over here, and now gold is breaking free above it. 2063 incoming for the gold. Amazon, very nice continuation to the upside. We do have here small gap, 80% chance it will get filled. The sooner the better for the bulls, but for now Amazon is breaking up above the 104 towards this trend line. If this trend line will break to the upside, we can assume with high probability red trend line together with the 114 will be next. At this point, I would like to ask you, like, subscribe, and share with friends will be much appreciated. Help me grow this channel. Google, if you're a pattern trader, we can clearly see cup handle. Now we need 107 to break to the upside. Then we will have validation, continuation towards the 120. Follow price, use levels, candlestick analysis. This is all you need. If you want to take your trading journey to the next level, check the links in the description below. We have 2 programs, one-on-one live mentorship program or the pre-recorded 6 lessons, 49, 6 hours, 49 lessons. Total is 55. 55 is a Fibonacci number. My promise to you, both programs are with lifetime access, support, guidance, and the most important thing, by the end of both programs, you choose which program you want. By the end of both of them, you will become your own indicator and you will stop following others. Tesla, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. From support to resistance, now with a double top scenario, 186, 185 needs to hold, otherwise 165 incoming. If 165 will fail to hold, this gap over here will get filled. Apple trying to reach this red trend line. Let's see, continuation to the upside. For now, Apple uptrend until proven otherwise. Support 162. Shopify slowly grinding up into this void. 48 resistance because it was support. Now resistance. We had inside a doji. We might get some kind of a pullback towards the 46.30, maybe towards this blue trend line, and then we will seek for a bounce back up towards this gap at the 50. Microsoft trying to reach this red trend line. Microsoft is in an uptrend until proven otherwise. 2 284 needs to hold, otherwise this gap and this gap, these both gaps will get filled when 274 is the next major support that needs to hold. Meta, continuation to the upside, bullish trend until proven otherwise. As we can see, this trend line became from support to the higher lows, now it's resistance for the higher highs. But as long as we have higher lows, higher highs, it's an uptrend until proven otherwise. 208 is the first support. Breaking to the downside, we have this gap over here. Meta have more and more gaps. Small gap here, medium gap here, and a very large void to the downside at the 153. Let me know in the comments below what do you think. Will this gap get filled anytime soon? Netflix holding above the 340. Now let's see continuation towards the 354. Bullish continuation, uptrend until proven otherwise. NVDA, this red trend line is a very tough resistance, but it's resistance for the higher highs. So also on NVIDIA until proven otherwise. NVIDIA is in an uptrend. 260 to the downside is the first critical support for this uptrend. Breaking down and under, we have all potential support for the future, and NVIDIA also have here a very big gap. 80% chance it will get filled. What do you think? Will this gap, 23% to the downside, will get filled? Together with Meta's big gap to the downside, 30% to the downside. Let me know in the comments below what you think. In general, what do you think? What would you like me to do more in the videos? Any comment, any feedback will be much appreciated. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget to check links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, stay safe.